What's up, everybody? This is the Comic Outlaw. Check us out on YouTube. Drop us a like and let us know what's going on. But let's let it roll, baby, roll. And we're doing Green Arrow Year 1, Issue 4. That's right, Oliver Queen. And the origin thereof came out in 2007. And let's jump right into it. Yeah. And now, this is basically the origin of Oliver Queen, how he got stuck, how he got betrayed by his friend, and right now, him and his former friend Hackett got into a fight. It ended up causing an explosion, wounding Oliver. In the last issue, he was almost stepping into the light. Now he's coming out of it, and someone has tended to his wounds. This good Samaritan is helping him out, patching him back up. And Oliver lay there broken. I mean, he's in bad shape. This explosion, there was shrapnel that stuck in different parts of his body. It messed up his arm. He is not doing too well, especially in the jungle where there's really no antibodies, or if no one helps you, you're basically dead. But this person comes out and starts patching Oliver up, and it's that pregnant woman from before. And she starts healing him, starts setting his wounds, starts breaking his arm back into place. And she's also giving him a little potion. And just so you guys know, there's not too much medicine on this island except for the opium, the heroin. So she's actually giving him pure heroin as a painkiller. And boy, does he need it. That man is in a lot of pain. And she patches him up. She gets him set, and Oliver is patched up, but he's at a point where he could go either way. And of course, we go back to China White, our villain. And she explains to Hackett, she's pretty pissed off at him, basically, because she told him to put 2 in Oliver's skull, and she's wondering why he's still alive now. Hackett explains that it's just pure luck that a spoiled rich kid like that could live, and then she reveals this cell. Apparently, this guy's been in this cell for 7 months, and the rats have been eating him alive. And Hackett, not wanting to join that fate, doubles his efforts to find Oliver. For as stupid as China White's name is, she actually is a pretty vicious villain. You gotta respect that. Plus, she's fine, too. Anyways, plans are in motion to find Oliver, even if they have to burn the village down, if they have to take everyone down, burn them to the ground, and bury them. They will find Oliver. They will kill him, and she wants his head. Now, Oliver is kind of in a delusional state here, between the pain, the heroin that he's basically been given, or opium, whatever you want to call it. He's kind of been sweating it out, and he's basically trying to reset himself, trying to get himself healed. But it's not going too well until he wakes up, and kind of snaps out of that trance that he was in. And she kind of helps him out, explains what's been going on, She tells him that he's basically okay, that he's ready to fight. But she also tells him about the opium they've been giving him, and he's having a hard time kind of kicking it. He's kind of getting addicted to it. That stuff, once it sinks its claws in you, it tends to rip deep. And Oliver is now feeling the pain from both his body and withdrawal. Now he's wondering why she would help, why she would risk the life of herself and the villagers, and what happened to the father. And we find out in a very messed up way that the father of her baby is the guy in that cell for 7 months, has been eaten alive by those rats. So it just gives you a whole new level on how evil this China White chick is. And Oliver, of course, Oliver's a caring individual. He tries to reach out to her, but all good things don't last. All peace doesn't last. Of course, peace is a lie. And as Oliver is trying to come to grips with everything. And it's funny because the name Green Arrow is the name they've been giving him. And he's having this moment where he's coming to grips with everything. And then suddenly the gunmen show up. They find her. And as well as Oliver. And of course, Oliver, being the archer that he is, and still had his homemade bow, fires an arrow out and hits that guy in the hand. And Oliver tries to make his big escape, as the pregnant woman runs the other way. And which was a good distraction, he was trying to create a path for her, And Oliver fires off another shot, hits that guy in the knee. And I love these little homemade arrows. I love the way they made Oliver Queen, very adapted to the situation. I thought that was very cool in this issue. And I just love the art. Boom, bam. And this is the problem with a homemade bow, though. It eventually falls apart after all the stuff that he's been through, the time he's been on the island. Like I said before, all good things don't last, and that bow was not made to last. It crumbles apart, and Oliver has to make a run for it. And he's making a mad dash. And he's still going through the withdrawals of the heroin, the pain in his body. He needs a place where he can sleep it off or sweat it out, you know. And as he's wandering around the beach, he sees something. And at first, Oliver's trying to come to grips that it might be an hallucination. But he sees the boat, the Pacific Queen, the boat where it all started, where he was dumped off on. And he goes into it, and it's real. Well, real enough anyways for him to pass out, take a nap, and sweat this stuff out of his body. Now Oliver's going through the boat. He's realizing what exactly has been going on in reality. He's kind of coming to grips with him, and he's really trying to go through the pain in his body, the pain from withdrawal, the pain of being hunted, losing everything, and then finding himself again. That's a lot of stuff to go through. And he starts scavenging through the boat. You know, he finds a razor, you know, he finds a couple items, and he finds a costume. A green costume. And most importantly, he finds that bow. That very important bow that we talked about in the first issue. And now the green arrow stands before you. Not as Oliver Queen, but as the green arrow. Ready. And without fear, Oliver stands the new man, and he burns the boat, thereby burning his past. The man that Oliver Queen was is dead. He's finally found what he's looking for. That hole inside of him has been filled. And one name whispers out, Green Arrow. And he will stand and fight. What will happen the next time? We will find out, won't we? And as always, I'll catch you on the flip side.